Hey guys, so apologize if the wind makes noise. It is kind of a gloomy day out here. It's Monday today. I have to leave on Thursday to fly to Pennsylvania to play a show on Saturday, and then I fly to Belgium to start my tour with Bry. So I wanted to make this video before I left, just to make sure that I got to do it. And I felt very driven to talk about something specific today. I do read the comments on all the previous vlogs every week, and I appreciate your comments. Thank you for always kind of giving me some ideas and just feedback and everything. It's really cool. But today I wanted to talk about something that I just personally felt lately, and I just kind of want to talk about holding grudges, because I feel like that's something that I don't know, maybe, I mean, it's something we know is bad. Obviously it's something that it's not like we try to do that, but I just kind of had an experience, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, I sometimes feel bad with my songs and with my video stuff, because I'm very open, I'm very honest, and I feel like sometimes maybe my family or my close friends or whatever, I talk about things that maybe, I don't know, makes them upset or something, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm just very open, I'm very willing to be open, and I like that. And I always do it from a place of just trying to share experiences with you and with other people, and I think it's important to do. But I just have always kind of had a thing with my family where I'm pretty much the only person in my family, and I love all of them so much, so much. You know, really the only person who has a relationship with everyone else, and it's weird. It's kind of a thing where you know, everyone kind of has this drama and these issues just going way back, and I just don't give a shit about any of it. I've never cared about it, and so I've always kind of stayed out of it and tried to maintain a relationship with everybody individually, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. And it's not an easy thing to do. It's a little easier being older now, because I do my own thing, everyone does their own thing, and it's not even there's active stuff going. It's just I feel like there's a lot of deep grudges kind of held for a lot of reasons, and it's something that, and I'm not here to say that it's, you know, unjustified or whatever. It's just, to me, because it's such a close thing, I experience it so closely, I guess, it really just kind of makes me really sad, I guess, and I get it. I really get it. I understand. As a human, it's not, you can't, every time someone does something hurtful, you can't automatically just be oh, it's okay, I love you, I forgive you. We have emotions for a reason, you know, we have reactions, and we have a process of dealing with things, and we're always going to, as a species, you know, until we turn into robots, which we kind of are, I guess. I don't know, half joking, but I think some of the most valuable things are the things in your life that you hate, and the things in your life that are negative and hurt you, because I feel like that teaches you what you don't want, and that teaches you how you don't want to be and what you don't want to experience. And to me, that's almost more valuable sometimes than having a positive lesson or a blessing in your life sometimes, because you get to see things and be wow, I really don't want that. So anytime it's close to you, you push it away, you know. And if you didn't experience it, you wouldn't know how it feels, so you wouldn't be able to push it away, if that makes sense. And that's one thing I think from a pretty young age that I really just didn't ever do. It just was something that I didn't, I've always kind of, not always I guess, but the more I've toured the world and met people that just from so many different situations and so many different, you know, backgrounds and cultures, and just you know, people with just different stories, I feel like I've seen everything from a broader perspective, which has helped me to see that no matter whether, who it is, no matter who it is, even if it is your parents or your sister, your brother, or your kids, they're also human beings. No matter what their role is in your life, if they're your mom, if they're your dad, that's very true, and that's always going to be true. But at the end of the day, no matter what way you look at it, they're their own individual human beings as well as being those things, and you are also your own individual human being as well as being their child or being their friend or being whatever. And just picture yourself right now, if you were to be somebody's parent or somebody's uncle or somebody's, you know, best friend, you, no matter what, no matter how, if that was true, you would still have your own stuff going on. And I think what I learned is that it's all the shitty stuff that I went through as a kid. If I wanted to, I could totally hold grudges. I could be no, you did this stuff to me, I experienced these things when I was young and it fucked me up, whatever. I could do that, but at the same time, I don't know what they were going through. I have no clue what they were going through. I could never probably understand, even if they told me. And it was their own human stuff, you know? And I think that happens with everyone, no matter what the problem is or what someone does to hurt you. And I think sometimes, yes, like people intentionally hurt you and people are intentionally just mean or evil or whatever, that does happen. But I think in like 90% of times when somebody does something that's hurtful to you, there's a reason that they're doing it, you know. And I think it's important, yeah, like let yourself be angry, let yourself be upset, don't really react, but I think let yourself go through that. But then look at it as like, man, why did they do that? What is the true cause of them doing this thing that makes me upset or makes me hurt or that I want to hate them for? Like, why, if they were happy or if they weren't going through some kind of pain, sorry, the wind is picking up. If they weren't going through some kind of brokenness, they probably wouldn't have acted that way. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's a very simple principle to understand. Like, whenever you are rude to people or you're mean to people, because it happens to all of us, you know, it's because like there's something wrong. There's something that you gotta fix, and it's the same for other people. And I feel like when somebody does something that breaks you or hurts you or something, like they probably need love. You know, they probably need that part of them like repaired, and they're not able to do it themselves for whatever reason, or not putting the work in to do that. And you can't take responsibility either. It's not up to you to fix everybody. But I just think if you can think of anyone in your life right now, anyone that you have any kind of grudge towards for any reason, any anger, any, you know, whatever, just for a second think of them as a human and think of them as like, you know, when they're by themselves at night, like what if they're sad, like what, like picture them in those moments, like, you know, try to feel some kind of love, and next time you see them or whatever, like just try to remember that, like try to remember like forgiveness is like such a powerful thing. You know, violence and negativity literally only bring more of that. So if you can react in a way that is the opposite, which is love, or which is forgiveness, or making that person feel like, whoa, like someone actually cares, or somebody actually, like, you know, is not putting that negativity right back at me, like that is the most powerful thing you can possibly do. And that is really what's gonna like heal people and heal yourself. Because I think when you can start to do that, because I had to do that a lot in my life, is forgive people internally, and that really healed me a lot, and that kind of just pulled so many negative things out of me just by doing that. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that, I guess. And I know it's hard, I get it, I know it's not easy. All these things that I talk about, they're not like you can just do them and perfectly. Like I messed up too. Like the other night I did this thing called an escape room, which is like basically you're locked in a room, and it's like you have like a story. So it's like the one we did was like an explorer's like office, and like there's all these clues you have to find in order to unlock the room and get out, and you have an hour. And normally, like me and my friends, we do them a lot, so like it's like a hobby, and it's a lot of fun, and we take them pretty seriously, which is kind of funny, but we do. And anyway, I did one, and they put like 2 random people in our group, which they like aren't supposed to really do, and they did that, and I kind of like reacted right away, like without thinking. I was like, oh, like kind of in front of people, I was like, oh, like they're gonna come with us, and I came off very rude, and like I didn't mean to, but I reacted, and the whole time I just felt bad, and I think I was overthinking it, and it's not a huge deal. That's a small example, but that was another reminder, like don't react to shit before you, like don't react to stuff, like react to stuff on your own. Because it usually will bring, like when you react to something with emotions or with words, it will just bring negativity. And for me, it brought me like guilt, and it's kind of the stupidest thing ever, but it brought me guilt, and it brought me like, the whole experience was kind of thrown off because I felt bad, and like, you know, not like I was mean, but it was just like I should have just not said anything, gone with the flow, and then later on been like, hey, like maybe that wasn't the best idea or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give a little example. I know it's kind of a weird one, but you know, just try to not react. Try to, if you have anger, if you have any kind of negative feelings toward anyone, try to think of them as part of yourself and part of just being on this earth with you. And it's like at the end of the day, we're all kind of running around here. We're just plopped on a little ball in the middle of nothing. Like I think we're all kind of lonely, and we're all kind of trying to figure it out. So just, you know, it's important to remember that as much as possible. So that is about it for this week, and I am going to be on tour by the time the next one comes out. And I'm very excited. Actually, I might just be in Belgium. I think I might just be in Belgium. I have a couple days off before the tour. So either way, I'm going to film. I'm bringing this camera with me. I'm going to be filming and posting every week while I'm on tour. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check my tour dates. New video comes out tomorrow. I guess I'm just going to post this tonight. I don't know, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna post this tonight so I don't have to do it on Thursday. So, new video tomorrow, Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody, by the way. And I hope you have a good one. So, stay cozy. See you on tour, and talk to you soon. Peace.